Wichita Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge, just outside Lawton, Oklahoma. To see, we're at the visitor center. Looks like Mom's getting maps and stuff. Pretty big center. Good buffaloes, all kinds of stuff. This is Quanah Lake in the Wildlife Refuge. Beautiful lake. Fairly big. Nice and peaceful. Water's nice and clear. You can see some of the surrounding mountains, surrounding hills. I mean, not tall, huge mountains by other standards, but about 2,500 feet in elevation. But really pretty. It's a really nice little pull-off. Tammy stayed up in the truck. It's getting pretty hot. But you can see a bunch of turtles down there. A little spillway down there. You can see down there. Just a nice little pond. Some pretty country. You never know what kind of animals you're going to come across, but there's plenty for them to eat and plenty for them to drink, so that's good for this wildlife refuge. I think this is Burford Lake or trail or something of that nature. It's not clearly marked on the map, but I can see down there in the water huge turtles. I mean, they're big uns, but it's just a nice little lake. I'm gonna go back up here. This little walk over. You can see down in that little canyon down in there. We haven't seen any wild animals yet, but we know they're around. You gotta kind of watch where you step. You can see that little, it's a little river from the overflow from the little lake back here down in there. Be a nice place for animals to get down in there to get something to drink. It's just a nice little stream and little canyon that goes down. It's pretty cool. Real pretty area back in here. It's some kind of mountain up there. Yeah, we're stuck in a cow jam. Waiting for all the longhorns to get out of the way. Yeah, they come walking down the middle of the road. That's cool. Uh-oh, that one's missing a horn. Aww. He's only got one. Look at this. Just walking down the road.
What in front? I could get close to that car.
Well, you've heard of buffalo traffic jams. Well, this is a Longhorn traffic jam. When they are covered with flies and fleas. And... oh, that was pretty. Oh, that's got a weird looking horn. Oh, cute. Yeah. We're up at Dog Run Hollow Trail here in the Wildlife Refuge, and they're getting in some pretty good size mountains, rocks. It's some real pretty scenery. You can see that ridge up around there. And it's not too busy. There's a few people out here with automobiles, but it's not that busy. Really pretty wildlife refuge. The drive is outstanding. Pinch it. Get it close up.
Well, I can't see anything because my glasses are too dark. I think he went down as a hole. No, he didn't. There he is.
He's right up there at the top. There's another one walking over to him. See him running over? Right up here. There's a bunch.
Oh, that was good. That's a fat one.
What's there? Cute little things, aren't they?
Now we're going to tour Mount Scott. This was closed yesterday when we were here.
Yeah, but they had it closed for some reason, so they've got it open today, July the 3rd. I think Mount Scott is something like 2,500 feet. It's listed in meters, but you take that times, what, 3.28, something like that?
I don't know. Right now we're at 1,500 feet.
absolutely. Wichita mountains are granite. And there's some huge, huge rocks.
This is one of those things that gives me the willies.
Put your camera out the window. Don't know what you're doing hiking with this mountain lady.
This time of day.
It's 93 degrees, but it feels a lot hotter than that. That's a pretty scenery.
Oh my gosh. I'm only at 1,700 feet. Don't.
Hang on, let me get
I'm
off.
gonna get nothing but trees.
Are you going to back up a little? We're taking pictures right now off the side of this mountain. You got it?
Yeah.
The pull-off really isn't big enough for the truck. You probably can't.
The trees are too grown up.
Hit that front.
No. It's not any better than what I got already.
Right. What's your elevation now?
1855.
Yeah, they could have had some rock slides up there they had to clean up. Either that or they just don't have a lot of people to keep everything open. That would be a good vista to
You have to get out to get good pictures.
Well, I'm telling you what, it's a pretty good climb. Got guardrails. Hang on. This is a pretty good one. We're driving up to Mount Scott, and this is a pull-off, and I just wanted to take a scan of the area. Right now we're at about 2,000 feet. You can see the road there. We got a ways to go. The road goes right up the side of the mountain, so pretty cool. Excuse the diesel engine noise, but you got to keep the air conditioning running. It's very hot. You see the valley below? Wichita Mountains. Sheep around here, but I don't know. God, there's something. Look at this goddamn road.
2134.
It's something. Pretty steep climb.
Yes. 2201. That was a drop off, so good, man.
Yeah, Mom's hanging onto the door.
Yeah. And this is one of those points I can't look to the right. Woo. 2336. And climbing.
Wow. Look over there, Mom.
Yeah.
Okay, we're up here on top of Mount Scott. You can see off in the distance the road that goes into the refuge in the Wichita Mountains. It's quite something. Beautiful up here. And that little town right down there is Medicine Park. understand, is actually just on the other side of the lake. So we're real close to the wildlife refuge. It is beautiful up here. You can see off in the distance, and maybe not from the video, but all of the wind generators that are out there, wind towers. You might not be able to see them in the video very well, but it's a little hazy and it's hot. But that is Lake Lawton. We believe that's how it's pronounced. And our campground is just on the other side of the lake over there. And yeah, and in some cases, what you see the rivers is the Medicine Park River. I think that's what it is. But this is facing south. So, and a good portion of that area out there is Fort Sill. It's beautiful up here. You can see all the rocks, and we're not going to go down into the rocks like a lot of people do, but pretty pretty up here, isn't it, Tammy?
Yes, it is.
Well worth the drive.
Yep. Glad we came back today.
Yeah, I'm glad we did come back today.
Let's start back down now.
Yeah, sorry for the air conditioner noise, but it's in the mid-90s and very humid. So
We'll calm down after a while.
yeah, hopefully. We got our air-conditioned seats on too. Boy, are we wimps or what?
Yep.
But yeah, we're going to start down the mountain now. Maybe you can get some views that we missed coming up. It's a very steep climb up these roads. The road's not very wide either, so
Hopefully we don't pass any more dualies.
yeah, we've nicknamed our dually Behemoth. But you wouldn't want to get your brakes hot coming down this mountain. Again, this is the Wichita mountain range just outside of Lawton, Oklahoma.
Beautiful area.
Oh, it is.
I never thought I'd say that about Oklahoma.
And we're just inside the Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge. And I think you're probably getting some good shots of the mountains. I mean, not huge by mountain standards, like the Smokies or something like that, or the Rockies, but
Big enough.
tall enough. 2,500, 3,000 feet. They're beautiful. come around, if there's a gap in the trees, most of the land that you see out there close to the mountain is Fort Sill. It's a huge army base. It's an army artillery base, so you can imagine they need a lot of space to practice artillery, right? And it's enormous. So a lot of the land you see out there is on Fort Sill. The exhaust brakes kicking in. Hot day like today, you can get your brakes hot in a hurry. It's a pretty steep grade. There's no grade signs posted, but it's a steep grade. Medicine Park, if you get out this way, I recommend you visit. It's a little town that was one of the first amusement areas in Oklahoma for the water, the springs. It was built back in the turn of the century. And it's a quaint little town. Lots of little shops. Lots of pictures of the 1920s and 30s. It's kind of funny to see the old bathing costumes back in the day of the people that went swimming in the Medicine Park Creek River. I recommend you go to Mears, the little town of Mears.
Don't blink, you'll miss it.
And don't blink, you'll miss it, but there is an excellent hamburger shop there that's been there since 1909. It's really, really good. It's what hamburgers used to taste like back in the 50s and 60s, if that makes sense.
Old-fashioned grills.
But there's a lot to see in this area. So
it's nice to give some military families a lot of things to do on the weekends.
Yes, it does. Besides all the water sports from the lakes, and there's several lakes throughout the wildlife refuge. It's advisable if you could be walking or jogging up this hill. I mean, it is really, really hot.
This thing down is so down below.
You could get a heat stroke very easy.
Yes. And it hits quick.
And it hits quick, yes. We hope you enjoyed the trip up to the Holy City and the trip up to Mount Scott.
We enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it. We recommend the area. There's lots of things to do, so thanks for coming along with us. Bye.